Boom, boom, this is Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so we've got Destiny Child up today. So the new world boss dropped today. So you should see the world boss icon on your desktop there. And it's the nine-tailed fox Tamamo. So this is continuing with the theme that's been going on for the last couple of events where they went to the they went on, the fun summer vacation, and they went to that inn up in the mountains where the lake was at. They had the water fights there. Then they had the scary stories, campfire stories, or I guess, nighttime stories there, which was on the last event. And one of those stories that was told was about the nine-tailed fox, Tamamo. This is her. So they're continuing with that theme. So she is the boss. So she's basically a fire debuffer. So you want to bring, of course, you want to bring your counter to fire, which is, of course, water. Remember, water counters fire, fire counters wood, wood counters water. So this is fire, so you want to bring water in the world boss. So she's got some pretty good skills here, as you can see. Quite a bit of damage, of course. Some serious debuffs. So she's definitely going to be a tough one to crack. So you might have to bring a little bit extra in terms of healing. Maybe stick in an extra healer or two, because these buffs are going to start wearing down. Nullify effects. She's going to remove buffs and nullify the effects. And considering bleed, so she's going to do some heavy damage and some heavy. So she's got another debuff, which is Scald. So 8 seconds of burn attack outside of fever times. So yeah, and then the debuff evasion for all allies by 30%. So yeah, she's going to be a tough nut to crack, but you have to get in there and knock it out. But yeah, you want to bring water. And we've got a new version of Mafdet up. I'll show you her shortly. She's a water attacker. She is one of the up childs. Boost childs, as well as, of course, Salome, Dancer Salome. So 2 water childs, of course, that you want to bring in there are boost childs. So that'll allow you to get more magic mirror fragments. So you can go from there. Let's see what we've got out here. So I have already done the draw for the new Mafdet. This is her right here. So there is of course, summon for her, as with everyone. You get a guaranteed on her. I got it on the second try, so this is it right here. Flower of Justice Mafdet. So you can draw on that. There is a premium summon draw of free plus 10 on that. So you definitely want to draw on that. It's this one right here. You get 1 time free. Costs 2,700 after that. Crystals after that. Of course, continue. There's another of the single picks for Salome. If you don't have any Salomes, you can get her here for your to add them into the up child. And of course, always be drawing on this if you got the crystals, because a 6% chance for a 5-star is double what what the normal chance is. So you definitely want to be taking advantage of that, because the standard is 3% up. So 6% up is very well. And then there's some more single draws for each. Now in these, you're not guaranteed to get her. She has a 3% chance, so that's a little bit of a better chance for her to drop. But you might get some off banner, so that happens. And then right here is one for both of them at the same time. And then of course your premiums. Now, and here's one for Tamamo. I'm sorry, our premium pick. Tamamo was not up yet. She'll be up next time. So there's no draw for her. I don't see a specific draw for her. Interesting. You can get her, of course, if you go into the world boss. If you go into trial mission, you can get her right here. So you can get her within the actual event. Just complete the 13 missions. I've only run it, I think 3 or 4 times, and I've already got 4 of them. So you shouldn't have any trouble getting to 13 as is normal. Let's receive all these here. So I got to draw inside of there, 4-star. And a bunch of magic mirror fragments. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what else has changed. So we've got an upgrade event up, so you definitely want to take care of this, because you can get some crystals, and as well as Evolution Childs and some grade A equipment, and you get a 5-star draw ticket if you complete all of them. The mode is this is still up for 13 days. I already completed it. It's been running for quite some time now, so you got plenty of time. It takes 8 days to complete it. So just claim it each time you get in. You get 1,000 crystals and a prism, a soul card on that. This is the Tamamo's tale. It's only 4 levels. I went through it. It's a good story. It explains the real story about. You'll find out that the story that was told in the horror tales that they had in the last event, you'll find out that the story told about her was not accurate. I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll find out in this what exactly happened. You'll find the true story. So you definitely want to go ahead and go through this, because it's just a very interesting story. It's very well done. It's one thing Destiny Child never lacks on, is excellent storytelling. So this is a very interesting a narrative dungeon. So go ahead and knock that out. It's really easy, of course. There's no base characters will be able to handle it without a problem. So you want to jump in there. There's of course a new Devil Pass up. If you do, if you do want to purchase the actual, you can get the 3 rewards if you purchase the pass. You get a Nine-Tailed Fox Tamamo. This is a character, and then you'll get her Hot Spring outfit, and you'll get Mafdet's Hot Spring outfit. This is the Hot Spring outfit for her Flower of Justice version. The Mafdet's originally a light character, so that's her original form. But this is for her new, since she's a new child, this is her new hot spring outfit. So if you want to get that there, you can purchase that. If you purchase the Devil Pass, you will get that. There's also several mission passes up, of course. Another one here is if you draw on the premium pickups for the summons, and if you do it 10 times, you can get her outfit from right here as well. That's just something new that they've entered in there. And if you do it 15 times, you get an extra, you'll get another copy of her, as well as 3,375 crystals, which is pretty nice. So that's a new thing that's in there. But so if you want to take a look at that, it's pretty good. But it's only 2. That's the only thing you can get from there. But that's a really good offer there, surprisingly. Then they've got limited time missions here. This is if you want to pay for this one. They've got the standard, get some weapon enhancement equipment. They've got the berry here. You definitely want to try to do this, and this is using the House of Reincarnation. You can get a pretty good, nice little hunk of onyx, as well as some of the hot spring outfits as well as in here too. So they're giving. I like the fact that they're giving a little bit more of a chance to get your hands on the hot spring outfits, as they are sometimes hard to get. Now, of course, if you do go into the spa and do go into the Midnight Parade, I've got a bunch of Azure Lanterns, but you can get Mafdet right here, Tamamo right here, and Kino right here. So all 3 of these are up. You will need to run the Azure for Mafdet, because she is, of course, water, and you will need to run Azure for water. You need to run the Scarlet for Tamamo, and Kino is, of course, the same. So you need to run Azure Scarlet for her as well. So I really don't have these 2, but I'm definitely going to do a bunch of pools that you can run 10 a day on this, because you usually do get it. I found that when it's right up, you can usually get it within a couple of days, and it's usually pretty consistent. But just give it a try. If you've got the lanterns, it's definitely something to do. That way you'd avoid having to spend on it. So that's pretty much everything that's up in terms of the new event. So it's called Tamamo's Tale, and she is the world boss. So I haven't really had a chance to focus on it yet, but definitely want to make sure that you get both of these. Make sure that both of these are in your team, so that you can get an extra increase on your magic mirror fragments. In the magic mirror shop, as always, you can get you can get 2 more copies of her swimsuit Dabby, some summon tickets, of course, soul cards, napping places, a bunch of childs here, which is excellent for increasing, 5 to 6. So it's always good to get mats. And then they've got some lanterns right here. If you're running low on any of these Scarlet Lanterns, you can get them right here. You can purchase one a day. So over the next 10 days that the event's going on, if you can get, purchase them, you will be, that's a good chance to get quite a bit, and you'll be able to draw on both Kino and the Tamamo to get their skins out of the spa. And then I got a bunch of spa mats and some onyx. So pretty much standard fare that you normally get in the World Boss. But yeah, definitely want to go ahead and get those 2 copies of Tamamo, and the swimsuit Davi's nice. I think I need a couple of her, so that's good. So this is her skill set. So she's a debuffer. So she's got some, as I said before, she's got some pretty interesting things. Now this is different than what she's got as World Boss. Okay, this is the child that you'll get. When you get the child, you're not going to get the World Boss stats, because that's not that's not what she is. So okay, so she's a fire debuffer. So we've got deal 1 attack, 102 auto attack damage. Volt Pontail, which is deal 394 damage to one enemy. 65% chance to inflict graze, which increases the DoD damage and duration of bleed for 12 seconds. So you definitely want to put a bleed soul card on her, because she's going to have a pretty good one. She deals 67 damage to 2 enemies. Ignore death, which is good. Ignoring defense is always important. And then 200 DOT for every 2 seconds. This is the bleed right here. So it's 200 for 12 seconds, and it's going to be increased on that damage. Love and Bloodstorm, deal 203 to 3 enemies. So it attacks your attackers first. That's good. Removes 1 buff and 80% chance to inflict Allure, which is nullify effects of buffs on targets. So in other words, if the team's buffed up and hitting you, that buff that they're getting is going to be nullified, so you won't suffer the damage from that, and it's unremovable, and it lasts for 16 seconds. That's a pretty good time. And then leader debuff is debuff accuracy negative 15% for wood type enemies. So she's not not a bad setup. Pretty good for a fire debuffer. Definitely not meta breaking or anything like that. They got this new option here, drive skill preview. So they're going to show you a preview of what her drive skill looks like. Scary looking. Yeah, that's scary looking. So yeah, so definitely get in there and get this, knock it out. Another good child, and hopefully we'll be getting Banshee here pretty soon. Hopefully that event will come out pretty soon where Banshee comes up, and you definitely want to get your hands on her, because she's going to be one of the best jobs for PvP when she comes out. So, but we'll have to wait and see. So I think she's only out on Japan right now. So but yeah, so get in there and knock it out. But and this is like this is Mafdet, Flower of Justice Mafdet right here. So as you notice, she looks a lot different. Now one of the things I noticed, that when they did the new when they did the new Dana, I noticed that she looks the same. I can't really show you because I'm using Dana's skin. This is Dana for me, but this is the Dana. The Dana here looked a lot like this Dana. There really wasn't much of a difference in terms of how they looked, even though there you could see. But this Mafdet looks a lot. This is the Mafdet. This is the dogmatic Mafdet, the light version of her, the attacker. Looks much different than this. This is a complete change, and I think that primarily has to do, as you'll find out in the event when you do Tamamo's Tale, that this is not a the other versions have been a child, it's just been a new child, but it's based off of a direct basis off of the previous child. This is different in the fact that she's actually combining with something else. You'll find that out in the tale. So I'm giving you a little hint, giving you a little, not going to spoil it for anyone as to what's going on, but this is sort of a merge as well as a child creation. So it's a little bit different, which is why she looks different. And she looks much different than she normally looks. And I think this is what she looks more like what she combined with than actually looking like Mafdet. But they make it, they do it actually the way Reason Mafdet does this and what it's supposed to do. So they did a really excellent job of bringing this into the game and making it much believable as well as extremely exciting. So definitely want to check out Tamamo's Tale. You'll see the icon right here on your screen, and just give it a try. But yeah, it's a very, very, very good event. And get in there and knock out that world boss so you can get those Tamamos. And 10 days to go. So have fun and knock it out. And this is, remember to go ahead and put a like on my video. Okay, and remember to subscribe to my channel as well. Also, you can click on the bell, ding ding, and you can be notified whenever I do drop a video. So this is Ken Rare in the corner, signing out.